New numbers are offering an important snapshot of the housing market today. So the good news, falling mortgage rates are helping to boost housing affordability to the best levels we have seen in some 2.5 years. The bad news, many families still believe they are light years away from capturing this piece of the American dream. CNN senior reporter Matt Egan joining us now to walk us through this data. So Matt, walk us through what exactly are we seeing that points to both the good and the bad here in these new numbers?
Yeah, well, Erica, look, the American dream of home ownership, it remains way too expensive. Make no mistake, this is still an affordability crisis. And yet, when you dig in, you look at some of the numbers, there are some glimmers of hope. So this new report out from Intercontinental Exchange finds that monthly payments on average have dropped to about $2,100. Now, when you look at it as a share of income, we're now looking at, on average, monthly payments that are about 30% of household income. Now, that's not a great number. If you look back at the late 1990s, this was around 25%. Even as recently as 2012, it was below 20%. But this is a step in the right direction because in late 2023, mortgage payments were swallowing up 35% of income. Now, why is this happening? In large part, it is because borrowing costs have gone down. This is a look at mortgage rates over the past year. And really at the start of the year, mortgage rates on average were above 7%. Now they're much closer to 6%. The lower the mortgage rate, the lower the monthly payments. But as you can imagine, this really varies city by city and market by market. And the good news is that, yes, in some markets, it is more affordable to buy right now, right? Less than 30% of income in some cities, including Buffalo, Pittsburgh, Atlanta, Minneapolis, Oklahoma City as well. But also, perhaps not shockingly, it is still expensive in a lot of places. You look at Miami at 38% of income, almost 40% in Seattle, New York at 46%, and look at this, almost 2/3 of income in Los Angeles is swallowed up on the price of an average home. And so it really does vary city by city. And I do want to just make one other point is that even though mortgage rates have come down, Erica, as you know, home prices, they remain high, and in many markets, they continue to rise.
So what is there to do, especially when you lay it out and we see how disparate the issue is across the country? What can actually be done to address the affordability crisis, Matt?
Yeah, this crisis is really being driven by this gap between a lot of demand and not enough supply of homes. And the president, just last night, he posted on Truth Social about this very issue. He kind of put the home builders on warning. He compared the home building industry to OPEC, complaining that they're essentially keeping prices artificially high. He says that they're sitting on a record amount of empty lots, and he urged the home building industry to really start to produce more and more homes and restore the American dream. Now, one of the major issues here, of course, is the supply of homes, right? Goldman Sachs says that to really address this shortage of housing, you need to build 3 to 4 million new homes. But to get at that, you really have to address some of the local regulatory zoning issues that's really preventing and holding back the supply of homes. And because that's handled on a local level, that would not be easy to handle. One last point here is this is obviously just a major worry for many consumers. If you look at how many Americans are very concerned about the cost of housing, 61% overall, 71% of those who are Democrats or lean Democrat, and 52% of Republicans as well. So, Erica, this is a bipartisan concern, and it's going to require some bipartisan solutions.
Yeah, absolutely. Matt, appreciate it. Thank you.
Been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the they're doing.